quiet village of Sundarpur. Two farmers, Mohan and Karan, lived as neighbors. Both had inherited equal-sized plots of land from their fathers and were determined to grow the best crops. They shared the same dream, to have a bountiful harvest and become the most successful farmer in the village. Mohan was a firm believer in the idea that success comes only from hard work. Every day, before the sun even rose, he was out in the fields with his plow. He used traditional hand tools, plowing the land by himself, breaking each clump of soil with sheer effort. When it came to watering, he carried heavy buckets of water from the village well, making hundreds of trips every week to keep his crops hydrated. Even during festivals and village gatherings, Mohan rarely took a break. He worked tirelessly under the scorching sun, sweating and struggling, believing that his back-breaking effort would bring him the best harvest. The villagers admired his dedication, but many also wondered if he was working harder than necessary. Karan, on the other hand, had a different approach. He believed in the saying, "Work smarter, not just harder." While he also woke up early, he spent his time differently. Instead of manually plowing the field, he rented an ox-driven plow, which helped him finish the job in half the time. Instead of carrying water in buckets, Karan observed a nearby river and devised a simple irrigation system using bamboo pipes to direct water to his fields. This way, his crops received a steady flow of water without him having to lift a single bucket. While Mohan spent his days laboring, Karan used some of his free time to study new farming techniques. He visited neighboring villages to learn about better seeds and composting methods.
That year, fate tested both farmers. The monsoon was weak and rainfall was much less than expected. The village well started drying up and many farmers struggled to keep their crops alive. When the harvest season arrived, Mohan was heartbroken. Half of his crops had dried up and the remaining were weak and small. All his hard work had resulted in only a fraction of what he had expected. Karan, on the other hand, had a field full of healthy golden crops. His investment in better tools, planning, and efficient methods had paid off. Not only did he have enough for his family, but he also made a large profit by selling his surplus in the market. Mohan, though exhausted and disappointed, was not bitter. Instead, he approached Karan and asked, "How did you manage to succeed while I struggled so much?" Karan smiled and said, "Mohan, you work incredibly hard, but effort alone isn't enough. We must also work smartly, plan ahead, and use better methods to make our work more efficient. Hard work lays the foundation, but smart work builds success." Mohan understood the wisdom in Karan's words. The next season, instead of doing everything manually, he adopted better tools and irrigation methods. With time, he too saw an improvement in his harvest. Hard work is important, but smart work leads to better results with less struggle. Success comes not just from effort, but also from strategy, planning, and innovation. From that day on, the village of Sundarpur saw two successful farmers, not just hard working, but also smart working.